Transmission incoming. Connected.
Welcome to episode 7 of Rogue and Blasted. I'm Steve Beck. This week we've got a full house. So we've got Matt, Connor, James, and Dan. We're all here.
Hello.
So this week we're going to focus on a topic, and we're going to all throw in some of our do's and don'ts, and that is just getting started in the Warhammer 40K hobby. So some of us are relatively new back to the hobby, so we just thought we could share some of our do's and don'ts, pitfalls that we may have fallen into. But of course, before we get down to that, we need our grimdark Would You Rather.
Good.
As I've got two here. Has anybody got one they want to throw in?
I've probably got a couple if we need it.
I have one. Dan's always got a couple in his back pocket.
Go on, Steve. Go on, Steve.
All right. This one's maybe a bit more for the builder painters out there. Would you rather build an entire army of Games Workshop finecast, so the resin?
I don't care what the other option is. I'm good.
You might. Or Games Workshop plastic kits, but you have no instructions. So I'll let Matt.
Plastic
gonna
kits, no
recant
instructions. No, absolutely not, because I put enough plastic kits together. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. So, no, finecast, I'm not interested. You can keep it. I don't care. Even if you said I had to put them together with, I don't know, Yoo-hoo, as opposed to, no. Give me the, no.
Now, Matt, are you sure? You sound a bit hesitant. Okay, Matt's very definite. James, what do you reckon? Do you need a bit of clarification on this, James? I know you're an experienced hobbyist.
I'm only basing this on what I've heard and what I've seen, and some of the sets of sprues I've seen for some of the models. There is a bamboozling number of little pieces, and without instructions, I would stand zero chance. So I'm going to have to face the hell of
James,
whatever finecast is.
No,
okay,
don't do it. Don't do it. Pull up. Most of those bits you don't need. It's just the arms and bodies and heads you need to worry about.
Sticking them all together. I'd make some strange abomination.
And I'm just picturing you walking out of your house with like little bits just glued to your face, like super glued to your eyes and stuff. Yeah.
Either way, I think
hands dripping in fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be mad. It would send me into madness.
Okay. So finecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Connor,
does not know
what do you
what it
reckon?
is. No.
I think I would do finecast.
Got any questions? Clarifications?
No, nothing this time. I'll give you my reasoning. I do finecast because there's not many finecast kits out there still, and the ones that are out there are quite small now. If that makes sense, there's not a huge variety. Now, if I got given a Land Raider to build or a Knight to build without instructions, that would be my form of hell. However, a small resin miniature with instructions, I could probably get away with that.
Yeah, always thinking, isn't he? He's always thinking.
I don't think I could do it.
I'd just get Matt to do it.
To be fair, I would.
Yeah, that's his normal answer, isn't it?
I would. The only resin kit I ever needed doing for my Tau, and Stephen did it, to be fair, and it was all right, wasn't it? And then the minute it's done, the new Vespi came out, so it's typical, isn't it? Very typical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was literally like a month later, wasn't it?
Did.
Yeah.
No,
Dan, what about you? Okay, thanks, Connor. Connor's gone with the resin as well.
I think it's got to be the plastic, because you can figure it out, and then the finecast just looks like a bit of a nightmare. And watching your and Matt's face as we were talking about this, just being like horrified at the thought of working with that much finecast. It did find it quite funny as well. So I've got some would you rathers here, and it is: would you rather have to assemble an entire army of finecast models? So we've written basically the exact same one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So
I think it's a really difficult choice because finecast is horrid stuff. But I was trying to put together a kit of heavy intercessors without instructions the other day. It was so hard. It was really, really difficult. So I think I'd probably have to take the finecast. Sorry, Matt.
Steve, I thought you would be with me in this one.
You look really disappointed. You look really disappointed. Okay, cool.
I've got a fantastic one if you want, and it leads into the topic of today as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that definitely, if it's ideal. Look, planning ahead, thinking ahead. Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Would you rather have to, at the end of a battle, have to hand someone their army back that has been beautifully painted yourself? So you have to pick up all the delicate miniatures and hand it back to them and pack it away for them, right? Or someone who's just had a massive bag of what's-its hands you your army. So someone with dirty hands picks up your models, or you have to pick up somebody else's models and give them back to them.
I'm really interested to see how this links into our main topic.
It's
'cause
do's
that
and
sounds
don'ts,
like
isn't
his
it?
personal experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
yeah,
pick
yeah.
up other people's models, really. It's a big one, isn't it? Without
Okay,
consent, anyway.
Okay.
So go on. We'll start with.
All right, Connor. Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll start with
I'll
Matt.
happily pack away somebody's morals from. I don't want no cheesy paws near any of my space wolves. Take your cheesy paw crumbs and away you go.
Shoot,
Especially because
get
I
out of
hate
it.
what's-its. I hate what's-its. It's right out of the...
So that'd be like a double whammy for you.
It would be. It's like,
crumbs
no,
and-
no,
yeah. Okay.
Just you keep your paws there. I will happily pack away your stuff.
Awesome. All right, James, what do you reckon?
Same. The other day, I was playing a game against someone not that far in the virtual world from where we are now, and I was having something to eat myself, and I was paranoid about then just touching my own models, and it wasn't something skanky and messy like a bag of what's-its. So I
What was
would
it? What was it?
Chicken
It
wrap?
was a chicken
Kebab.
katsu wrap.
Oh, it
I was
wasn't far
expecting
off.
something like fairly highbrow there.
It was very pleasant indeed.
Nice.
So yeah, I would delicately and kindly pack someone else's models.
Okay, Connor.
I think I'd have to say the same, but I'm always terrified. There's nothing worse than breaking someone's mini. Now, Matt's not too bad in this regard because Matt can always say, "Don't worry, I will fix it." I, on the other hand, couldn't fix it or restore it back to the level of which it's probably been damaged. So I would again have to send it to Matt to fix my own problems. So I'd rather my model gets hurt than me hurt somebody else's model. I don't know why. I would feel awful. If I see you drop someone's, like, I don't know, Imperial Knight, like the big one, imagine your soul leave your body. If you dropped your knight, or if somebody drops your knight, it's not too bad. My soul would leave my body. I think I had someone touch my model. I couldn't. It would be horrendous. I'd be bricking it.
Yeah. This makes me think of when I was a kid. I went around somebody else's house and they'd built one of these like really delicate, intricate like Lego Technic models. It'd probably taken him and his dad about 3 days or something, and I dropped it. And that lives with me many, many, many years later. And they were really nice about it. Said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll rebuild it." But I couldn't. I think I'd rather just have to dust off some cheese crumbs than risk breaking. Which is ironic because I spend a lot of time packing up models for other people. But I don't know. Anyway, good question. Right. So moving on to our main topic then. Getting started in 40K. So we've all got a couple of little do's and don'ts. Anybody want to start off?
I'll do a do.
Go on then.
Shall I do a do?
Go on.
You do it, James. Do your
Do it.
do.
My first do.
Just do
My
it.
first do is
Do it. Just don't do it. Do.
We are sponsored by Nike now.
watch, read, and listen to lots of lore and background before you select what army you're going to be. Lots of possibilities out there. Audible books, whatever. Loads of stuff on YouTube. Listen to like Major Kill Guy. Shout out to Major Kill. If you want a bit of a giggle, he's a funny fella. But do absorb yourself in that first, and that'll give you more of a sense of who's who the goodies and baddies are, if there are any goodies and baddies, or just what you think you'll more likely lean towards. So that would be my tip. Spend a good amount of time just reading and watching about the background. And it'll get you more excited about it all as well, because there's some cool stuff out there.
Do you think that translates as well to the way that an army plays? Like if you're going into the gaming side of it, do you think it translates to tabletop stuff as well?
Not necessarily. That is more my do number 2.
Okay.
He's got doo-doos.
I'll talk
You
about
got
that.
two doo-doos.
Tune in next
Yeah.
week.
I'll talk. I'll mention that. You can do some do's first, but we'll come back to that.
Okay.
I've got a don't.
All right.
Ooh.
Has
doing
anybody
the do's
disagree
first?
with James? Does anybody disagree with that?
My don't kind of does.
All right, go on. Hit us up.
Don't listen to... Once you've selected your
James.
faction... No, you can listen to James. Whether you agree with James is different. You can listen to him. When you selected your faction, no matter what anybody tells you, pick what you think is cool. Don't listen. It might not be meta at the moment. Who gives a crap? If you think it's cool, it might be good one day. You know, don't base it. You base it on what you like the look of, because you've got to be using the models. With the very small caveat of certain ranges that might not be around for much longer, like the Grey Knights. I wouldn't encourage anyone to start a Grey Knights army right now, but that sort of thing, really. So let's say you're playing Space Marines and you really like Desolation Marines. Don't know why you would like, but let's say you do. And they're crap at the moment, but you like them, you go for it. You know what I mean? You go for it.
Yeah. All right. I don't think that's kind of hard to disagree with.
Yeah.
Being attacked by a fly here.
Interesting. Sorry, just
Yeah,
going
go
back.
on.
Do you say they're Grey Knights? Are they being like phased out then?
No,
or-
they're not being phased out. The whole range is so old that you are rolling the dice. Let's say Matt decided to collect a 25th army and went Grey Knights.
I've
Right?
got two.
Whoa. Can we
Three.
just address that lie? That fake news that just popped. Sorry, what are your two armies? What are your two
I've got
armies?
Space Wolves in 3. Okay, 4.
There we go.
I only say 4. Well, it's kind of part number anyway.
It's the range is so due a refresh. So if you'd spent ages on the Grey Knights, they're one of the only armies that have a full firstborn range still. And that range is due an update very soon as a dog.
Yeah.
There is a dog. Hello.
Yes, Connor, there is a dog.
Well spotted.
I'm easily distracted. I wouldn't. It's just so... You could do it, and you could have those models for another 5 years. You don't know with Games Workshop, really, but it's too risky for me. It would put me off collecting Grey Knights. It would really put me off at the moment.
Yeah, and that is the trap as somebody coming in back to the hobby or new to the hobby that is not going to appreciate that or really catch that. And then maybe read the lore, oh yes, Grey Knights, and they go for it, and then it's like, oh, your range.
The fact they put that Venerable Dreadnought in that Start Collecting box is the biggest middle finger I've ever seen in my life. That thing is older than me.
That wouldn't be hard, James. I've got
It's not
t-shirts older than you. I think I actually do.
No, that is a fair point, though, isn't it? Because I mean, even experienced gamers fall into that trap. I mean, we've literally just said that about the finecast stuff that you bought. And it gets a refresh. You know, Games Workshop, especially if you're in the store or like webs, they're not going to say, "Oh, don't buy these now because we've got new ones coming out in a month's time." I think that's probably quite a common one. But you basically just say, just pick what you like, stick with it, don't chase the meta, pretty much.
Yeah, because the meta will change quicker than you can build your army. By the time you've built it all, it might be shocking, it might be bad to play. So you pick what you enjoy the look of, and then you can start adding on to bits and bobs afterwards.
Yeah. That's kind of related to one of the points I was going to make about going in small. So buy like one unit. So rather than the army set or this, that, just go with one unit and then just dip your toe, see if you like it. And if not, like you're not sort of too committed to that particular faction. Because Dan, you were saying about your Tyranids.
I'm feeling personally attacked right now. So just got them all sat there staring at me like, but sorry, it does kind of prove Connor's point a little bit. But you've got 2,000 points of Tyranids, and you've had a couple of games with them now, and you were saying that they don't play the way you expect. Yeah, so it's probably closer to 1,000 than 2,000.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think they're just out of eyesight. So I'm sort of looking at them as I'm talking about it. They do just play a little bit different. I think we've very quickly realised there's not that much that's like very killy in it. Like the Screamer Killer's pretty decent.
You probably
But
don't have the
then-
synergy just yet with 1,000 points, is what I would say.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that as well. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a learning curve, I think, and they definitely, because they look one way, or like quite an aggressive alien thingy, but they just don't quite play like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've picked something that you like the look of, like the lore about, but then it's not translated to tabletop. It doesn't play the way that you'd like to play.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But then I think I'm gonna maybe try some more sort of like lictors and sort of fast aggressive stuff with it.
The warriors can be really good fun.
Yeah, it could be. But I was also thinking about getting a bunch of zone thropes and sticking them with the neurotyrant.
Yes. Yep.
Because then it'll chuck out like a crazy amount of mortal wounds, I think. So that should be quite good. So yeah. Agreed with your do there of don't buy the entire thing in one go.
Yeah.
Matt, any do's and
I've
don'ts
kind
for
of got a combo do and don't. And the don't is don't go it alone. I think it's so easy to get lost in lore and pitfalls with what factions and refreshes and all that shenanigans. And like Dan's just said, you go, really like this army, I really want to start collecting them, and they finally get on the table and you're just a bit meh. I think to maybe don't go all in and go and find yourself a really good club. My eyes have been open to that. Get involved with our local club. I mean, we have soon to be, I think, 12 combat patrols that are the clubs. They're free to use, so anybody can come in, and so you can go and try with Warblades or we've got Neds, we've got lots of Space Marines because everybody loves Space Marines. But there is a good range of combat patrols, or at least you might find some debt clubs that'd be willing to lend you an army to try or play. But I think it's just get out there into the real world and find your local club who can really kind of help you. There'll be bucket loads of nerds in there that know everything or anything. And it's like, don't try and figure out yourself because there is so much. And I mean, this is my second time round, and the first time round I paid no attention to the lore, couldn't give a monkeys. And I was much more in the painting side. And I've come back to it this year, this time round, and the lore in itself is a hobby. Before you even touch a model, there's so much of it. So it's easy to get really bamboozled and confused by it all. So, don't go alone. Get involved in your local club.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Your club sounds... that's not... I've not heard of that before. Them having, like, combat patrols just that anyone can use. That's
honestly,
awesome.
I can't... Charlie that runs the club, it would be good to have him on, actually, because he's got a whole 3D printing thing that supports the club. So the club's free for us. And it says we have your monthly, we're going to 2 months, two times a month next year. But it's just amazing. And the range of ages and people. So there's so many, you'll find somebody who's, your age, or, somebody that you can get along with quite easily, I think, in a lot of these clubs, because they're so well attended now. And they're everywhere.
They are.
They are.
So I'm sure you...
And they're growing quite rapidly, to be fair. Like, we have twice a week. It's gotten that busy for us. And it's in a little village in the Lake District. We're twice a week now. We have a Thursday and a Sunday, and we have about... Thursday, we have about 40 people. On a Sunday, we have about 20.
That's mad. That's good.
Bonkers. It's not all Warhammer.
Okay.
Half of it's Warhammer, half of it is RPG.
Yeah. We've got a wee mix as well, yeah.
But it's incredible.
Yeah, because you like to go down there and play Magic the Gathering, don't you, mate?
All the time.
I play D&D. I would never touch that filth. The only card game I would ever try
No.
is if Gwent became a real life thing. I would absolutely try it.
Gwent, is that the Witcher thing?
What?
Yeah, I would love it.
Okay.
I'd love to try Gwent in real life. That'd be cool. Gwent? You never played Gwent? No. Oh,
Must be a strange southerner thing.
Southerners.
Not biting. Not biting.
Yeah, don't. Good for you, Connor. There's loads of local clubs. When I was still living in the UK, I think I stumbled across 3. I went into a local pub, and there was a little flyer for them up there. The local library had a twice a week club, and there must have been 40 or 50 players that turned up there every week.
You're in a lovely area near Bristol and everything like that. There's loads down there. That end. Yeah, you were Dorset, weren't you?
We definitely need to work on Connor's geography a little bit there. But
the Dorset's near Bristol, isn't it? Is it? Hang on, I need to Google this now.
Well,
I've thrown myself out.
Depends what you mean by near.
Within
It's
an
a
hour.
short flight.
South.
A short flight.
it's probably 2 hours.
Sugar
Oh, no,
is.
he's checking. He's fact checking.
Google.
Look, he's fact checking.
I'll be honest, I'm going to defend Connor here because I paid, to me, anything over that border was the south, and that was it. And since I changed job and I now work for an English company and I've got factories and I have to buy all over, it's like, now I've got to learn English geography.
Oh, it is. It is quite far down south.
Oh, likewise,
isn't it?
everything north of the border before was just Scotland.
No, you're like, people are like, oh yeah, Manchester's the north. I'm like, what?
It's not though. It really
Anything
isn't.
above Luton is the north.
That's the.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'd
Is
say
it above
Anyway,
London?
It's
It's
not
probably
that
the
far
north.
away. Fair enough, right?
You know.
Are you happy with? Are you happy with the geography?
I am now. Yes.
We could do an episode on it, Connor, if you like. We
No,
can
you're
do-
all
It's
right.
horribly incontinent. Planet geography. Anyway,
All right. Anybody want to throw in like a big don't? I know we've sort of.
I might have a
before.
don't.
Yeah, go on.
Start batch painting your army without finishing one test model.
Oh, good. That's a good one.
Hmm.
That's a very good
I
one.
feel like you felt that
Um,
pain a bit there, Dan.
yeah. That one's
all
close
right.
to home. That one's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Personal experience, Dan, talk us through it.
basically realizing that I probably should have left certain bits white instead of painting them black, because that's
Okay.
quite a difficult one to sort of undo,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Can be, yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
that's about
So
it.
if you're about to paint up your big army, do one test model. And it's a shame that no one said that exact thing to you before you got started.
That's why we're doing the
a
podcast.
panel of painters. No.
Nah,
He'll figure it
nah.
out.
Screw him.
It's all experience.
So I've got one that's like very, very along the similar sort of lines, but more on like the hobbying side of thing. So do buy paints and equipment for each project and build your collection as you
Oh.
go. Contrary to don't go out and buy an entire paint range like I did from one supplier, and then you're sort of stuck with a whole bunch of colors that you might not ever need or use again, and then you're just sat there filling your racks up. You done anything like that, Matt?
A little bit, not massively, but you're right. I think if you tend to dabble as you need, then you'll get a better idea of what you like. Because I think where it was, I mean, Ceratal was all I knew when I came back, and that's what I stuck
Yeah,
to.
same.
And then you start to play about in different ranges. I mean, I bought a metallic scent from Vallejo, their air ones. Silvers were good, golds were awful, and I'm just stuck with them as well. I don't know why I keep
Yeah.
holding on to them. I mean, I suppose to tie into it, if you try it, you don't like it, don't keep it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Put it in the
Have
bin.
you ever? Have you,
Yeah,
ever found
yeah.
have you ever found a paint range that you're happy with that you would buy the whole range from, or not?
I would spend thousands of pounds on AK right
Yeah.
now if I had it. I love the AK third
Really?
gen range. They are unbelievably good.
So I imagine it's
Yeah.
quite good to
And
buy
I've
like
tried them
the
a lot
contrast
of them.
paint sets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the same rule applies though.
Yeah.
So I basically when I started went out and bought pretty much the whole Citadel range, and there's some brilliant colours in there, really really great ones. There's also some not so great ones. I kind of along the way collected most of the contrast paints as well, but again, I maybe used it once and thought, oh yeah, that's all right, but then I just bought it just to have it, and then it was just sat there taking up space. But even sorry Matt, even with the AK range, there are some colours in there that I would rather use another brand.
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's not, even if it's 95% of the range, and you
That's it.
don't need that many paints. You don't
No.
need what's the AK range? It's like 300 paints or something.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
But that's exactly it. You can pick and choose, and you're absolutely right. There's some Citadel colours that I go through regular. Like Celestial Blue Contrast is one that I use all the time because it's good for so many things. Drakenhof Nightshade is another one. But then there's
yeah, that's really good.
the
The red
AK
range is good.
Yeah, and I think it's just you do not have to be tied to any one brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Just dabble as you need rather than going all in.
Yeah. Especially if you've got limited space as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. James, any thoughts on buying up paint ranges?
Emulsion.
Emotion.
Look how big.
I
No.
reckon he'd love those
No,
little
keep
pens,
me-
wouldn't he?
keep
He'd
me
love
off-
those little marker pens. He'd
Hey,
absolutely
they're
love
brilliant.
them.
I love
You
them.
would.
Yeah.
Even looking at the brushes that you guys use, I think back to what I would have tried to have used, and it was basically like something that an 8-year-old would use to paint some art at school.
by
It was just
numbers.
like a big, massive thing. So
Massive.
Yeah.
again, having the right kit must be important as well, like some
Yeah.
decent stuff.
Yeah.
Then it would improve your ability. Like if you're trying to use a really poor quality brush,
Yeah.
you're going to have a poor result.
But again, it's
Yeah.
also tied to what you like, because if you go and buy the most expensive brush because you think it's going to be good, I mean, I think Windsor and Newton do one that's like 37 quid or something for just the one brush. You might not like it, and
Yeah.
it's about finding the tools and ranges that work for you at that point. I mean, I swear by orange brushes now, but I tried a lot in between, and it's not always about the most expensive or the most premium. It's just finding what you like and what works for you, because everybody's different. Left-handed, right-handed, different hand size. We're all different. So it's just trying different things and finding that little sweet spot that is your little bubble.
Yeah. So there's a sweet spot, isn't there? With I'm more thinking about brushes than anything else, but there's definitely a sweet spot. When I first started back, I just thought, right, I don't want to. In that mentality, I thought, right, I don't want to go and spend a load of money on a posh brush. So I bought one of those like Amazon sets. You get like 30 brushes for £5, and obviously they were complete garbage, and so it made the painting experience terrible. I didn't. Yeah, so it's just wasted money. But then I wasn't going to go out and buy like one of those Windsor and Newton expensive ones. So I kind of went like middle of the range, and then once you get to that entry level point, the brush is better than your skill level. So
yeah.
Right,
you can eventually, as you improve,
Are the Citadel ones quite beginner friendly then? I went straight in with Citadel brushes when I first started.
Okay.
Because it was like, oh, you have to get
Yeah,
this brush with
they're
this.
not too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah, it's a decent place to start, especially if you're in the store anyway buying other stuff. And because you don't, there's lots of different things like painting tasks. So you might be dry brushing, and you can use like a cheap makeup brush for that kind of stuff. But
They work really well, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, kind of pick and choose where you're going to spend your money. But yeah, the Citadel brushes are fine, definitely. Cool. Anyone else got anything they want to pitch?
I've got a whole list here. I could go on.
You know, look at him. He's got his pen and paper, hasn't he?
Oh, he's loving that. Woo!
I could go all afternoon.
He just put his quill down.
Quill down, yeah.
Roll his scroll.
Hold on. Let me just see. It's getting a little dark here.
Put your reading glasses on.
I need my monocle to see this properly.
It's like the magnifying glass.
So if you happen to be a hermit and not close to lots of gaming clubs and stuff, I think that is a really good option to go out and actually be around people. However, if you don't have easy access to that, because not everyone does.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to not everyone's comfortable with going into a place they don't know anyone and interacting and stuff.
True.
So the internet is your friend. YouTube's your friend. Watch some streamed games, and there's lots of different types. So like Sam at Daily Dice, he does a stream where it's really sort of chilled, really thematic. There's loads of really cool terrain on the board, and all the models are really nicely painted. Or you could go sort of the other end of the scale and watch some really competitive matches to see. And by watching different types, you might get more of an idea. It may have helped Dan sort of see what Tyranids are like, because if you watch them in game and things.
Dan doesn't listen to advice, though, James. That's the problem.
Well,
Slows me
he's
down.
his own man. He's his own
He
man.
goes his own way. You can go, yeah.
But yeah, I think that would help give you a bit of a rounded view when you're starting to narrow down, or I like World Eaters, or I like Death Guard, or I like whatever, Tyranids. Have a look at some of those type things, and that might help narrow down your choice.
Yeah. That's a really good shout. And sorry to always drag it back to painting, but that works for painting as well, because if you watch, you can see all these painting tutorials online for You know,
Yeah.
if you go and find your faction, you think, oh god, that looks way too complicated, or I wouldn't want to do it like that.
There's always
There's
one.
always
Priest
one.
Always
What's-
one.
Oh, come on.
And it's the tech priest as well.
From a tech priest. Oh, God, yeah. I told you, turn him into a server.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mars is calling.
On about your painting tutorials, who would you recommend watching? Because there's a couple out there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Who was your
There is a
favourite?
lot.
I used to love watching Duncan Rhodes.
Mm.
That was I love watching him to this day.
Yeah, Duncan's great, especially if you want to sort of keep things relatively simple. He does some great little tutorials and paint alongs. Yeah, he's really
Is he
good.
the guy
I'd
who-
recommend him.
He
Did
used
he
to
work
work
for Games Workshop.
He
sorry?
did, yes.
He
And
does
now
that.
now he's got his own paint range, hasn't he? The was it Too Thin Coat?
Yeah, two thin coats.
Two-thin
Yeah,
coats.
Nice. I think they sell that at the our local game store. Actually, there's
Down
loads
in
of
Plymouth.
on the road stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
Nice.
decent paint range, and he's basically copied. Can't really say that his paint range is very in line with Games Workshop.
Yeah. There's
Colours.
equivalents. Yeah, I think there's a lot in that because I came back painting like the 90s straight out the pot, didn't know any better, and
Yeah.
just being on Instagram and seeing what was out there kind of did fill in a lot of gaps, and you quickly find like styles that you like, and that's another thing. Think about, what do you like? Do you like heavy metal? Do you like it grimdark? Do you like somewhere in between? And just try to focus on that. And then it's amazing how if you reach out to somebody on Instagram, they'll quite happily tell you how they did it.
Yeah.
And there's so many people sharing little reels and things that you can pick up a lot without actually having to pay for Patreons or you necessarily follow anybody or pay for it. And there is a lot of content out there that's quite widely available, and that's kind of what I did. And then suddenly you start to find your flow and you learn a bit, and every model's an improvement. And I think it's certainly, it's hard not to steer this to painting, but because that's kind of, I game more now than I did, but it's just be proud of what you do. Don't compare it because it's not, you can't compare. You're comparing.
Matt, you're stealing my point.
It made me cry when I finished my first Fire Warrior, and it didn't look like the box art, and it really put me off for a while. It really, really did.
Yeah, and then that
So I
is a
used to,
little bit the harsh truth. It's not going to.
Contrast paints lied to
The
me.
next one's going
to. I saw these people
model's a
using
step
it.
towards it. Rosie frozen.
Yeah.
No, it's falling off.
Oh, there
Anyways,
we go.
but yeah, I said, don't be overcritical of yourself. Every model's a learning step, and it's a step further down the road, and that goes for gaming as well. You're not going to lose. You might win your first game, you might lose your first game, but it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about learning and moving forward, and just enjoy it.
Like, don't knock yourself if you go to London GT with nearly no experience. And
The fact
videos
that
if
very
you go.
well, though.
T1-2 game is a miracle. I don't know how he's done it.
Don't be afraid to enter tournaments.
Hey! Yep. You got to put yourself out there. If you want to be a serious gamer or a serious painter, you've got to put yourself out, regardless of the level you're at.
I must admit,
And the
there
community's very friendly.
Yeah.
There are I don't think I've ever met someone who has been a professional, like very, very, very high quality painter that is also a very, very good player. It seems the community splits off. You can have people that play, that have really nicely painted armies, that are okay at playing, but you don't see anyone at top tables at events that can paint exquisitely.
Challenge accepted.
But it's true. But it is true. Scari's arm is quite nice for these Drukhari. But like if you two had your hands on that army, you'd make it look 10 times better. But I don't know why it is. It's either you focus on the paint side or you focus on the playing side. There is a good middle ground.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen anyone fully commit on both fronts. If that makes sense.
Could
It's
it
kind of
just
strange.
literally be, if they're
Well,
sort
it's
of
probably
like
just a
top
time
tables
investment.
each tournament, could it be, literally just not having the time to actually properly paint your stuff up if you're
I think-
maybe meta chasing a bit and you need in
I
your
think
army
that's
every now and
It's
then?
some people
Yeah.
you can't be the top tables every event because they have to switch up a lot of models, a lot of armies very quickly. So they physically won't be able to paint it to a high standard.
Yeah.
Then again, though, there are extremely good faction specialists out there that play nothing but one army. I don't know. Confuddled me.
Just
Oh no, Connor's confuddled.
well, he's confuddled about the
We need to
geography of the
unfuddle
UK
him.
as well.
I
James,
got
you
an A in
mentioned
geography as
about
well.
going. Wow. Yeah. James, you mentioned like going and watching battle reports and stuff and streaming that. The thing where that links back to gaming as well is you tend to get like faction specialists as well. So you get you can go and watch like battle report stuff. But I've also seen there's quite a few that they will just talk about, say, like their faction and all the different ways of playing that faction and different unit combos and stuff. And I think those are quite good to give you like a real flavor for how that plays.
Every faction has a cult.
Some people are full on experts. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they have little cult followings. Some bigger than others. Yeah, I mean,
I was surprised how big the Tau one is. To be fair, but it's like the Tau one doesn't talk with anybody else because everyone doesn't like the Tau, so we like cuddle away in a corner, and talk about what everyone.
Because you truly are a cult.
All
the
six
great
of them.
are good.
The great are
good.
The great are good. Sort out those hoodies, would you? The great are good.
I'll fire away with one of mine. I've got, because Matt stole one of mine. I'll move on to my other choices. So I put, be realistic about the time you have to give. And I put painting an army, but really what I mean is like the hobby in general.
Yeah.
But when I was thinking about painting, I was thinking the mistakes I've made of starting painting like a squad, and I went all out on the first model. And it can really put me off painting the rest of the squad, because I thought, well, I'm not going to spend like another 5 hours on each flipping model. So I was thinking more about the painting, just dial it back a bit and be relatively sensible, and then just be pleased with it being out on the table. But it probably could apply to gaming as well. If you're only going to be able to dedicate like one weekend a month, keep those expectations, just have fun with it rather than
But think about it this way, Stephen. If you spent 5 hours on every single one of those models, right, and you finish your army to an incredible standard, you could go to every single event in America, probably a good amount, and you'd win that. You'd win that best painted army.
You'd win best painted.
You would have a shelf of trophies, vouchers. You'd get all sorts of painting stuff. Think about the end goal.
I'm planning that for Manchester.
Yeah, and then think about me turning up at every tournament, having spent every possible minute painting, and thinking, oh, how do I play Warhammer?
It's fine. You've gone there for the best painting. You're all right.
You think it doesn't matter?
Just set them up and just be like, okay, you win, default win.
Just concede
I'm
the game.
I'm only here for the vouchers. Nice. James, you got any more on your scroll?
One more. Don't be afraid of the rules. Obviously, you need to know some of the rules.
I am a bit afraid of the rules, so yeah, talk to me.
There are too many to know them all. There are probably one or two people knocking around who know every single rule, but most people don't, or they learned it a few months back, and then that situation hasn't come up again for a while, and so they've forgotten it again. You don't need to know every rule to play the game. And when you're playing the game, you almost play it together, the two of you. So if you if you aren't sure about something, you could say, can I make a pile-in move here? Was that okay? And the other person might say, I don't know. And then you might just quickly look it up. Or they might say, no, you can't do that because of this, this, and this. So don't be afraid of the rules. Just start playing the game and give it a go.
The best opponents you can have will help you make the best decision. A good opponent, if somebody sees you making a horrible decision, they will say, are you sure I have 10 flamers there again? Are you sure you want to do that? That simple things like that.
Yeah.
It's like people, don't forget about your oath of moment. Don't forget about this. Don't forget you get +1 to wound. Like, I will always remember rules for my opponent if I can. Because it helps me as well.
Yeah.
And to lead on to James's, never be afraid to ask to see a rule. Because if it sounds too good to be true, it can be. And you don't want to be finishing the game and looking it up when you get home and realising he's been playing that rule wrong. And 9 times out of 10, it could just be he's read it wrong or she's read it wrong.
Yeah.
But there are people out there that will try and bend the rules so slightly, and you need to keep an eye out on it. It's very rare. It's only happened to me a few times, but it does happen. Never be afraid to ask anyone for a rule. If you see the rule yourself, then you can. That's the big thing. Never be afraid to ask to see a rule, because anyone should have their app on them or their codex with them when they're playing. So,
what did you do when you came across this?
When someone's bending the rule,
misrepresenting a rule, yeah.
Well, the first time I came across it in a league game actually about 4 months ago.
You gave it a little double hand and went.
No, I hadn't. Basically, I was playing against Necrons.
Or did he wedge him?
He had this destroyer unit that seemed to be doing really, really well. Reroll ones against the base, but reroll everything against the closest unit. And I thought, I don't really play destroyers very often, so against them. So I thought, all right then. I actually took him for his word for it. But something just seemed a bit off. It seemed too good. So I did a bit of research when I got home. And it's reroll ones against the closest unit. That's it. There's no reroll everything. That was completely made up. And there's things that I think that's a big rule to... I still won the game. So there we go. But
Nice.
it's just... If you think something is very powerful, don't be afraid to ask. Because if anyone is telling the truth, they'll just say, yeah, of course. And God forbid, if I ever did anything that was incorrect, I would like to find out. Like, don't get me wrong. I've played games where I've realised, 3 months into the edition, I've been playing this slightly wrong, but only in like minor things and stuff. And it helps you. People questioning you makes you double check yourself as well. Because, if you get if you get told it's in one way, but the way things interact, and the game's complicated, mistakes happen all the time. It's just part of the game, really. But always ask questions if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that most people are pretty sort of open and friendly gamers like that?
Yeah.
Most people. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just an honest
100%.
mistake.
100%.
I had a league game this week, and I run, for those listening first time, I'm a Space Wolves player, and I had been using one of my stratagems wrong. And it was by pure just me misinterpreting it. I'm just pulling it up now. So my biggest problem was that I typically run quite a streamlined Space Wolves army, and I don't have a lot of standard Marines, so I don't have the intercessor sticky objectives. So I take Saga the Hunter because there is a stratagem called Territorial Advantage that allows me to sticky an objective marker, but it's only till the end of the phase. But I thought it's stickied until somebody takes it off me. So sometimes there's these little tweaks that you kind of just you kind of miss.
Yeah, weird.
And I played 2 or 3 games. Yeah. It's greater than yours. Hang on. It just says at the end of phase. So I thought after the end of that phase, then that stratagem's dead.
No. If you stick it an objective, that should last. That should absolutely last until it gets taken off you.
Because it says, I don't know. Because this is the other thing though. Because so many of these rules can be interpreted either way.
Oh yeah.
Because this says, it says the objective marker remains under your control until your opponent's level of control over that objective is greater than yours at the end of a phase. Oh, so I have a phase. Well, maybe I'm right.
So he has to. They have to. You are right.
I've been right. Right again. This is why 40K's a nightmare.
They have to control it at the end of one of their phases to unsticky you, basically.
Yeah. So there's
you're fine. You can.
So 100%.
Yes,
it's not always
Matt. You can stick it. You're good. You're good.
Fine.
You're fine. You're good.
I haven't been cheating for 6 months.
But that's the perfect demo of how complex.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's not even as complex. It's just a misinterpretation of how it's written. And it's just one of these things. Like I played a game against a couple of weeks ago, and I was a young lad, and it was just a combat patrol game. He's like, I'm going to command reroll that, and he picked up all his dice. It's like, no, this is just one. And it's just like, but that's what it said. It's just a command reroll. It's just one of these things.
Yeah, you have to read every single word on those things and carefully. You really do have to read it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
So to someone first starting off, then, what's the quickest and easiest way to learn the rules?
Play a game.
Yeah, I'd go with Matt.
Go to a games workshop and play a pickup game. That's one of the best bits, because at our local games workshop, if someone wants to play a pickup game, and obviously the guy can't do it himself, if he's busy, he will put a message out in our group and say, I've got a new player coming in, one of these want to come down to the store and do a pickup game with him. He'll supply the models for, them, and you just bring your faction, and etc., etc. It just kind of walks you through it, and he's guiding them step by step through an actual opponent, right, as well. So they're quite good. They are quite good. Games Workshop are good for pickup games, but are not good anymore for getting an actual game in the store. It's really weird.
You're not allowed to anymore. I think they stopped that.
Depends on the manager of the store. Depends on the manager of the store, really. They don't talk about it much, but I could get one if I really wanted to, but the club means I don't really need it. With the exception of Warhammer World, you're all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that. It's fantastic boards. You can get the huge legit boards.
We have to make that happen.
Yes.
So there's a do. Go Warhammer World.
Yeah.
Even if it takes you 25 years, go.
It's a pilgrimage. You'll never find the assassin.
Never.
You'll never find it.
What do you mean?
So when you go to Warhammer World, there's
you don't know about the assassin?
There's an exhibition, right? So you pay a couple of, say a couple of quid. It's probably like a tenner now, and there's a huge display.
I think it was last time. I think it was £7.
Yeah, and you go through all the old world stuff, and they got massive dioramas. And every single day, an employee goes in and puts one of the 3 assassins in one of the display units. And if you're the first person to find it, you get it for free. You get the model. They'll give you a kit.
Isn't it? And it's not in any of the cabinets. It's specifically in that massive 2-story diorama.
No, it could be anywhere. It could be in any diorama.
I thought it was just in that.
No, I have seen this on the left. They said, is it in just one big one? No, it's apart from all the old world stuff, like the ancient stuff. All the 40K dioramas, it's in one of them somewhere. And it's not on a base. It's been dug into the thing. So it's ridiculous. They blue tack it in.
Oh, man,
it's hard. Cool. I've never found it. The missus looked for hours and couldn't find it as well.
What a day out.
Oh, man, it's awesome. I've only ever been once, and it was purely quite recently, in the last couple of years. I found out that the company I work for, a factory 40 minutes north of Warhammer World. I was like, wait a minute.
This factory needs a site visit.
I don't know. I strategically planned a trip that would allow me to know.
Did you?
And the bar's good.
It's awesome.
Oh,
the bar.
Bugman's bar's amazing.
Fantastic. I've got I'm not sure if it shows. I actually got a beer. I don't drink beer, but I kept a bottle from Bugman's bar as a memento.
I'll drink it for you.
No, you don't have to, mate. It's fine.
So do go to Warhammer World.
Yes.
And don't not go to Warhammer World. Do you reckon they'll ever build a Warhammer World in the US?
No.
If they do, it'll be in Florida, probably, won't it?
No, I reckon if they do it,
yeah.
There you go. Awesome. It's quite hard to recap on all of that. So do go to Warhammer World. Remember that. Do your research before you launch in. Do a test model before you batch out a large number of models. Do pick a faction that you like the look of and stick with it rather than meta chasing.
I do think
unless that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do get your army commissioned.
Competitive, then do that. Yes.
Yes. Thanks, Connor. Yeah.
If you like the fine detail approach, there's rogue miniatures. If you like a bit more grim, there's blasted miniatures. And that's only 2 companies that are available. So
yes, yeah. don't trust any of those other companies out there. Terrible. Terrible. Awesome. James, have you double checked your scroll? Just make sure there's no other points you wanted to.
I'm out.
He's out.
He's done. I'm out.
He's run
just
dry.
Quickly, how often do you reckon everyone's is broken a lot of these rules that we were just talking about?
I know I've broken about 7 rules this edition. Easy.
Yeah.
It happens.
Easy.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
As in, sorry, the do's or don'ts.
Our do's and don'ts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've directly taken from current experience.
Yeah. I've had days where I've not asked people the questions. Like when I played that Necron player, I should have asked him. I don't know why I didn't.
I never ask people.
There you go. Yeah. Oh,
I always just assume they know their force, and I shouldn't question them. I always think, well, if somebody questioned me, I'd be fine. I would tell them or show them. But I
Yeah.
would never openly question somebody. I would
The way
just
you do
always
it-
assume what they were telling me was correct.
Just say, "Oh, can I have a look? That looks seems really cool." You know, and they'll get the codex out, and you will look at the codex, and it's really cool. And if the rule seems awesome,
Don't shout bullshit. Let me see it.
and I did it once, and that is
Referee!
awesome. That is ridiculously powerful. Can I have a look at that? I've done that before. But if people know they're in the right, they'll have no problem. They will not be offended. If anyone is close hatchet about it, saying, "Oh, I don't have my codex with me, man. I left my phone over there," then they're on the then you go further and then you look into it.
Yeah. You should have been a police officer, Connor.
Should have been.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much. Where can we find everybody? James, where can we find you?
Find me on Instagram at blasted.miniatures.james. And from there, you can find a link to the Blasted Miniatures website and my blog, where I've been rambling on about my return to 40K tournament gaming.
Yeah, your latest one was good about your London GT adventures. I enjoyed reading it.
Yeah, that'll be on the next tournament in a couple of weeks.
Woo!
Nice. Oh, what's that? Is that a beach? No, not beach.
Beachhead. Yeah, it could be Beachhead, isn't it?
That's not until February. This is just a much smaller scale one, probably about 30 players at the local gaming store, but should still be great fun. I'm looking forward to it.
What's your local game store?
Entoyment in Poole. They've got a massive setup. How many gaming tables,
Sounds really
reckon,
good.
Dan? 30 tables?
Easily.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
And that's
a
not
big
including all
one.
the people playing
That's
cards
big.
and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
that
big place.
Sounds great, that place. Yeah, nice. Connor, how about you?
You can find me at
Where can we
Collins
find you?
Cadre Command on Instagram, and on there is also a link to the Rogue Miniature website where you can see my blog, Rogue Fireblade, and the newest blog post was how to start an army. So very good with this one. So go and get if you have any more questions. Go and have a
slightly
go and have a
planned
read of that one. There we go.
Yes.
Yes,
flies on us.
absolutely.
How about you, Matt?
You'll find me on Instagram at old.barg. Yeah, that's just where I'm hiding these days.
Mm.
Chained to my desk.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Yeah,
If he's a good boy, he'll be let out for Christmas.
I've got enough to
Well,
do.
Steve
I'm not
didn't seem
getting
too
out
happy
Christmas.
about that.
I've
Yeah,
got
we'll
army
see.
paid for Manchester.
What, Space Wolves or for someone else?
No, it's Space Wolves, but I kind of.
Okay.
I'm beginning to realise that
want the odd
I've
man.
got that little because no. It's it's like that little thing of like I want to go and also be a little bit because I don't care really when I'm losing. I'm mediocre at most things, so I don't mind. But at the same time, there's that little bit of me that's just like you could write a more competitive list, which involves me throwing out most of my current army and starting over, which resulted in more models and more to do.
A lot
because I
can
had
change
Logan
in the meta
Grimnar
between now
on
and
the table.
Manchester.
And that's it. And but at
A
the same
lot
time, I
could
do want
change.
something that is fun. So I don't know. I'm just kind of a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more stuff. And I need to, even if I don't, I still have a lot to finish for Manchester. But I think the big thing for me this week was had Logan Grimnar on the table for the first time and was quite disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just was. I think he's
Was he on his own? You did with the Wolfguard
And he was
Terminators
pants.
as well.
Yep, they were
Ooh.
just a bit pants. They were very underwhelming, and I think the issue is that he does not hit particularly hard for anything that's not squishy. You know, he's got no devs, no lethals, and actually having looked into it a bit further because as we were doing investigating, I think a lot of people run him solo on the front line, just beating up infantry, and then it's Aryak and Terminators that drop in because then he gets anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4-up. So I think that's the tank busting core, using Grimnar's buff to deep strike turn 1, and Logan's more there just holding the front line and just holding OC and just beating stuff up. And I tried to use him to charge tanks, and it just was falling a bit flat. So yeah, that was like, oh, I have to rethink that.
So you've got a bit of painting to do by the sounds of it.
Always. It's going to be mine for a change.
Yeah. What?
Although I did start painting him, he's had a lovely, lovely model. I have to kudos to Games Workshop for this one.
Yeah, but you're doing that model justice. It looks very, very nice.
I'm very happy. There's
Very
actually
nice.
a painting comp locally a week on Saturday, and I think I'm going to put him in for it.
Good
I
lad.
think you should. I think you should.
So,
Yeah, it looks great. Very, very nice. Awesome. On that note, thanks for listening along. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time.
Hurrah!
Cheerio.
See you later, everyone. See you later.
Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays.
See you later, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Rogue transmission ending.